Hi, I'm Stacy, and today I just wanted to show you how to make kimchi. Now, if you're not familiar with kimchi, this is just a spicy fermented cabbage that is a perfect side dish and tastes good with just about anything. So let me show you how it's done. The first thing I did was take a medium-sized napa cabbage and I quartered it, just like I did here. And I left the ends intact on these quarters, and I'm just placing it in the bowl. And the next thing is I need to make a brine. So I have 8 cups of water in here. It's slightly warm, but not too hot. And I'm just going to add a half a cup of kosher salt to this. This is just going to help it to dissolve a little bit. Once the salt is fairly dissolved, I will pour it over the cabbage and let it sit for about 2 to 3 hours. That's going to allow the cabbage to slightly wilt, which is what we want. So let me go ahead and pour this over it. Okay. So now I'm just going to cover this and just set it aside for 2 to 3 hours until my cabbage is wilted, and then I will show you the next step. Once the cabbage has been wilted enough, you're going to go ahead and run it under some cold running water 2 to 3 times just to get the extra salt out. Now, once you're finished with that, then you want to chop it up small into bite-sized pieces, whatever size you want. And then we're going to set this aside and make the paste. So the paste is done by taking 1/4 cup of Korean chili powder. It's more like flakes, but it does come in powder form as well. I have 4 cloves of garlic that I've minced up. 1 teaspoon of freshly shredded ginger. 1 teaspoon of granulated sugar. And 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. Now, I do prefer the red boat fish sauce just because it's not overpowering with that extra fishy smell. So I'm just going to mix this up and set this aside. I'll go ahead and add the rest of our vegetables. What I have here is 1 small carrot that I julienned, as well as 1 diakon radish and 2 green onions. They're all chopped up small. I'm just going to add that to our vegetable blend. And now to add this paste into the same mixture. I'll give this a stir. Now I know it doesn't look like it has enough in here, and you can always add more if you prefer it to be a little bit more spicy. But this is going to be sitting in a glass jar in my refrigerator for about 3 to 5 days so that it has time to ferment. So I am going to show you the finished product once it has been fermented for 3 to 5 days. So this is a long process, but it's actually very simple. It just takes time. All right. So that's all there is to it. Everything is all mixed up and ready to go. So now I'm just going to pack it in a canning jar and put it in my refrigerator for about 3 to 5 days. And then it's ready to eat. Have a good day.